actually had this guy who's gonna sell me, like he was trying to sell me on his program or whatever, and it was for like 10K or something. And I was like, what? Like, I'm not gonna pay 10K for what? Like, what is this program? You know? And he was like, basically, it'll be like having your whole entire like robot industry work for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna make you like the star. He was just trying to sell me. But what was annoying was he was trying to trigger me based on my past and like my story. Like I confided in this guy, you know, and I was like telling him my past story and stuff. So he used that story to poke at the pain of the story to try and sell me. And I was almost doing it at one point, but then I was like, I talked to my dad about it, and I was like, that's not like, it wasn't nice, you know. It made me feel icky.
Welcome to the Better Man Podcast with Ivan and Sumedh. This podcast is all about how to be an optimal, conscious male in today's society. Are you ready to be a better man?
Welcome back to the Better Man Podcast
with Ivan and soon Ed.
And Eddie. Yeah.
And we just like to have that moment of silence for all the
For
potatoes.
all the dead homies. What's good, man?
So this episode is sponsored by potatoes.
Just potatoes or sweet potatoes as well?
No, just the potato people. They've got a bad rep, so they're sponsoring this episode. And
Did you know that actually, like, the potatoes were a royal, like, thing?
Oh yeah, because people would guard them with guns, right?
Yeah. Soldiers.
Yeah. So anyway, in today's episode, we're gonna talk to you about ad copy, which is recognized as in the business people is like when you write an advertisement, advertisement, copy. I don't know. Don't ask me there. But look, basically.
Yeah, why is it called ad copy? Like, why is it called copywriting? You're not copying anything. It's original.
I don't know, man. Copy their mind or something. I don't know. So why does it work? Ask yourself what? Why does it work? Right?
That's legit, because what you got to do is like you've got to enter the conversation in people's minds. So you're like copying their mind. Damn, I haven't thought of it like that. That's cool, man. But yeah, what were you saying?
That this is how you communicate to the person. And can you communicate them in a way, as your business coach pointed out, gain, threat, proof. What are you going to get from it? What are you losing from it? The reality of this happening for you.
Yeah. I could read some of these out if people want. Like a headline for gain example would be like, little known ways to blank, or how to turn blank into desired result, or how to make people line up and beg to blank. Gain.
Oh, dude. This whole time I thought you were saying blink. So I thought it was like using the example with the word blink.
No, blank. Like,
like
a blank check.
Can you repeat it again?
Okay, I'll read a few other ones. Blank your way to a desired result, you.
Oh, so let's just say sweat your way to a desired result.
Sweat your way to a fit you. Like would be like one for fitness.
Cut the carbs to a fit you. Cut the lies to be the real you.
Actually, carbs are hella bad. So yeah, I agree with that one.
For the brain per se. For the brain.
Yeah. I was listening to a diabetes frequency and I got so much energy after that, bro. So I'm like, damn.
Diabetes now, huh?
I don't have it, but it's like it gives me more energy listening to the frequency. So
the
that's
power
telling me
that somebody with diabetes has.
Yeah, they're superpowers. You know what I'm saying? Diabetes superpowers.
Moving on. Bro.
So,
Okay.
we got to start off with a pain point, right? We gotta start off with an attention grabbing thing, essentially, to get people to stop on their tracks.
Mm-hmm. Fact.
So let's say they are, and it's gotta relate to the target audience in some way. So let's say that we're selling to, I don't know, middle-aged housewives or something, right? So we'd be like, are you bored at home? Too many dishes piling up. Boom, you got them, right? You know what I mean? Like, you just enter their mind. Like, what are they going through? Are you bored at home with nothing to do and your dishes are piling up and kids are squealing in the background? Boom, you got them, right? You're describing their life to them through the copy. So what you got to do is, no, you got to like know who your audience is, and you got to understand them. Basically, you got to have awareness.
You know who your audience is.
It comes through process, right? So whatever your industry is, right? So when I first began coaching, I was coaching everybody. You know what I mean? I was just like, everybody, like, you know, I'll just say I'm a life coach or whatever. I'm a creativity coach, and I help everybody with their creativity, right? That's what I was doing in the beginning. And then I started to notice patterns of who resonated with my content more, right? And slowly it started to create.
Look, paste this link in
this?
the browser to preview. Are you seeing this? That I'm sending you something.
Yeah, it says 0 bytes file though. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I'm basically just.
Maybe you can share screen.
I'm trying to. How do you do that? Share screen.
You go to, share screen. You can just look at it together.
Where is it? Where's share screen? Is it activated?
It's on the.
Do that?
It's on the bottom. It's the green thing. It's the arrow that's facing up.
Oh shit! I didn't even see it. Multiple partitions, because one participant. Okay, so I just do mine. Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay, let's go here. Share.
Nice.
Seen this?
Yeah.
Seen this, bro?
Yeah. People can see that.
How do you exit this shit? Trouble manifesting. Yeah. This is. I'm gonna do an ad copy for my book, right? And
awesome.
And I'm somebody that's been having trouble getting my ad targeting done correctly, right? So this is like my practice at refining it. So that's just
nice.
Trouble manifesting. I remember a time in my life where I was afraid to be my real self around family, in school, in opposite sex relationships, etc. I felt the need to dim my inner light, scared of, and then at that point I started writing on my journal because the computer turned off, right?
Yeah.
So that's
what did you write down?
Scared to be my strongest, boldest, most unique self. But the more I evolved, the more I became my truest self. And still, I continue to be on the path of searching for my even higher, most authentic, truest self. No, that's not true. I'm not gonna put that part. But I thought that was like that was like a reflective statement anyway. The best way, just apart from, but the more I evolved, the more I became my truest self. The best way to learn is through experience. So I've collected the ideas and tools that opened up me to myself. let's stop talking about problems and start talking about real solutions that really work.
Yeah, man. I would also totally call out the manifestation community and just be like, like there's a bunch of BS going on. Like I don't know what you guys are learning from, reading thousands of self-help books, watching videos, and you're still not manifesting. Like, bro, you know what I mean? Like, you want to? I would go that angle actually, because a lot of people in the law of attraction kind of community, they just don't take action, even when the word law of attraction has the word action in it.
The manifestation community is unable to help you take action when you know what you need to do.
Yeah, something like that.
Able to.
Or it could be something like, are you manifesting or are you procrastinating? Oh shit. Something like that.
No, because it has to do with like self, self-expression.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of manifestors are just like sitting around. They're just visualizing. So they're just waiting for the time so it appears. They're not like, taking any action. So that's why I said, are you manifesting or are you procrastinating? It's just to create like a duality, like in the mind.
Yes, yeah, okay, hold on. Let's start talking about problems and start talking. Start talking tools and mindset tweaks. Mindset. Oh, let's stop talking about problems and start talking about how to feel safe being.
Was that Alexa?
What?
It's like low battery. That's what I heard.
It's the temperature thing. No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's the fucking thing in the air that tells you to the fire smoke detector.
So basically, I'll give you the process for ad copy, okay? So basically, you got to describe their pain in their language, right? In visual specific detail. So like what they're going through and like build an image, right? Like what it feels like, what it sounds like, what it, tastes like. Just get real descriptive, right? About their pain. And then you want to basically describe your solution to their pain or your qualifications or what you've dealt with to get over that pain or your story basically, right? And then you describe the vision on the other side of that pain in detail. Like you're not selling them the plane ticket, you're selling them Hawaii. You know what I mean? It's like, don't describe the process of like, oh, you have like 6 weeks to this course and you have 500 things you got to do. It's like, you got to tell them, you're going to get a chiseled abs, everybody's going to look at you different. You got like that. That's what people want to hear. They don't want to hear the process too much. That's what I've learned through ad material. It's like, they want the pretty picture. And then you got to call them to take action by saying, like, if you're ready to make a change from, pain to vision, shoot me a message, comment below, write this emoji, whatever, right? Some kind of call to action. DM me, right? With the words, with the word command, respect, or something like that.
I was thinking earlier today that I would, in my ad copy, I would call out any objections that they might have.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good one.
I was gonna say,
That's
you know how a lot of times people think, oh, maybe that worked for them, but it's not gonna work for me, right? I feel like that's the biggest one, especially when it comes to topics like this.
yeah. So it might even be as simple as that, right? You might be thinking, is this gonna work for me? It might work for others, or it's not gonna work for me. So enter the conversation that they're having already, right? In their minds. Like, you're probably looking at this ad right now wondering, is this another ad that's gonna, blah, blah, blah. Here to do this or whatever. Like, when you go through an ad, what do you think about? Like, what catches your eye? Or have you ever seen an ad that kind of like caught your eye or that you bought from?
Yeah, I have bought from ads before. What did I buy? I bought some. I've been looking at like protective gear, right, for the chest. And what I've been noticing that catches my eye the most over everything is like one simple, clear picture. One clear, enticing picture always good.
Yeah.
For me,
yeah,
that's what I've been noticing. For
image.
A
Yeah.
lot of the ads that have sold me, like, it was just one simple, clear picture. It was like not some crazy picture with like it's true how Facebook says is don't put a lot of words on it. Like, forget the video stuff. Forget it. Don't have it be
You know why that is though? I feel I have a theory to this. Okay, so our subconscious mind loves symbols, and symbols are simple as fuck. And it reaches a wide audience. Like, even people who can't read, they'll see the Netflix logo and they'll be like, oh, it's kind of red. It has these letters. Like, I know what that is, right? Even though they can't read Netflix.
babies. They know how to find Netflix.
Yeah, they'll see the red and the kind of font and they'll kind of know, like, okay, this is what it is. Like, this is where I watch my videos or whatever, right? Or like a car's logo, like Mitsubishi or whatever, Ford. They all have a symbol. And so it reaches a vast audience when you have something very simple and symbolic, right? And it just catches the subconscious mind really quickly. If you have too many things in there, it's like the mind gets confused, and it's already confused. So it's like you're adding more confusion to this very, stimulated environment where everybody's trying to, oversell each other and stuff. So when you do have that simple thing, it's like, wow, this is golden.
It's kind of like
pattern interrupt. Yeah.
What I've noticed from like buying expensive things, they really don't treat you with like, they're like not like extra nice to you for no reason. You know what I mean? And actually, like places like Louis Vuitton and Gucci, they sell more when the person is trying to sell you is like a bit rude. You know what I mean? Yeah, like a bit rude. But it's only happened to me like one time, but they're typically really nice to me. But it's just sometimes when they really want to sell something, they're kind of like they kind of put you in a position where you're there, like they think where they're trying to make you think that maybe you don't got it like that. Why are you trying on this clothes? Right?
Yeah, I actually had this guy who's gonna sell me, like he was trying to sell me on his program or whatever, and it was for like 10K or something. And I was like, what? Like, I'm not gonna pay 10K for what? Like, what is this program? And he was like, basically, it'll be like having your whole entire like robot industry work for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna make you like the star. He was just trying to sell me. But what was annoying was he was trying to trigger me based on my past and like my story. Like, I confided in this guy, and I was like telling him my past story and stuff. So he used that story to poke at the pain of the story to try and sell me. And I was almost doing it at one point, but then I was like, I talked to my dad about it and I was like, that's not like, it wasn't nice, if it made me feel icky like afterwards. And so the one thing that I learned is like, you've got to really care for people. Like you got to care for your audience. You know what I mean? You've got to care about the people you're trying to serve to be able to really like make that lasting impact. Because a lot of these get rich quick guys, they'll do that pain trigger poke at the pain until people bleed. And then it's like, you know, once you're bleeding, you're like, yeah, I'll take it. But it's like, it feels bad. It's like almost like you beating up like a bunny or something, you know? It's like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
that
yeah.
effect.
And you don't feel like after a while you have that party that's like, man, I shouldn't have gotten this.
Yeah. You don't want that regret feeling. But in the heat of the moment, the reason they do that is they raise the buying temperature. So even negative emotion is better than no emotion, right? And so when they trigger you, it's like at least you get annoyed or you get angry or you get upset. Like they can use that in that moment because you're so emotionally invested. You know what I mean? However, the opposite is also true. If you make someone feel really good, you know, and you make them feel alive again through just a few words on the screen, it's like they're gonna be like, oh man, like this is legit, you know? So, I mean, I had to learn the hard way, you know, buying really weird products or like not getting my money's worth. I'm sure you've had stories like that too, where you're just like, man, I paid for this, you know?
You know, I think
And
what some people fail, some like let's just say they'll make it seem like it'll be easy, right?
yeah.
It's just like you're always gonna have to do more work than what you thought that you had to do. But it's some of these people that make it seem like, oh, the work's already done for you. All you have to do is pay me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
And
that's the thing, right? People want that end product, right? That's what really sells people. This is a lot of I believe in vibrational marketing. You know what I mean? Like I don't believe in like manipulation or like dark psychology NLP tactics where you like seduce them and hypnotize them through the words and like get them to like, you know, zombie like open their checkbook like, you know. I don't really like that.
oh, bro,
Yeah, some Illuminati type, you
NLP
know.
community, bro. Why are you trying to shame the NLP community?
No, I love the NLP. I'm just saying some people use it for straight and walk away. Um, no, I love the NLP, you know, community, but it's a tool, right? Some people use it for good, some people use it for evil. So it's how you use it, you know. NLP is just another word saying like, you know, hypnosis in terms of language, you know, like language patterns and stuff. Like it's really legit. Like I've used it myself, you know. But yeah, like what vibrational marketing I believe is like you get them to feel the frequency that you're on and you speak to their soul through what you're saying, basically. So the colors speak to their soul, the image speaks to their soul, the words speak to their soul, and they're like, I'm in. Let me go through this guy. I used to read a lot of this guy's copy, so I'm shouting him out just for the sake of it. But and he doesn't post anymore, but and he changed his brand around. But
Oh, let me go back to the problems that I isolated.
yeah,
Able to talk about how you really feel, unable to have difficult conversations, others not responding, respecting your reality, your truth, right? Respecting, yeah, your truth. I'd say that's big one there. Um, excessively tolerant, can't be fully yourself around family, moments of anxiety and depression. Like you're bugging, like I'm trying to say that you move all fucking up and down. And the solution here is going to be how to communicate with certainty, understand where you are energetically in that moment, and what you need to do to level up. You're gonna learn how to deal with someone of a low level of consciousness, bad vibes. You're gonna have, more importantly, you're gonna have the self-awareness about what you are doing to perpetuate your problems. What self-awareness about what you are doing to perpetuate your problems.
So I can't really find it, but I found something kind of related to it. So it says, the tyrant king, always right, always in control, punishes disobedience with an iron fist, or should I say needs to be right, needs to be in control, threatened by disobedience, a scared, insecure little boy masquerading as an alpha, a bully with the mindset, my way or highway, baby. This was me for many years, intolerant, uncompromising, ready to bail an intimate relationship if I didn't get my way. Following on my last post from being a supplicating male, this led me down a track of narcissism and control. This is what a real man should be, right? No longer bullied, no longer being ordered around, no longer being the one getting his heart broken. And all the upsides, I had complete perceived power in my relationships. I got my way most of the time. If there was an issue in the relationship, it was always their issue. Not my problem, babe. Sort your shit out or I'm out. But little did I know that where I thought I'd deal with insecurity, wounding, and self-worth, I was just masking them hardcore, hiding them behind a veil of uncompromising tyranny. I desperately clung to this perceived power without realizing the following. I could only feel good about myself when another was scrounging below me. I was not able to give or receive. And then it goes through all of this, like, holy fuck, I was lonely deep down. And then he says, most men in this mindset probably won't be willing to accept where they're coming from, that they're coming from a wounded place. But I share the story with a hope it makes them think and also let them know there are better ways. And if you resonate with the above story, you may be interested in my free men's only challenge. It kicks off, and this time DM me to join. So it kind of goes on this kind of his own story, and then he has this call to action in the end, right? So it's a bad example, but kind of, from what I found of this guy. But he kind of has a very authentic voice, right? He's sharing a vulnerable story. And so you feel like...
It was so fucking real.
Right? And it speaks to you. It speaks to your soul. And you're like, man, I want to find, it's maybe shared story for a lot of men. And so, I joined his program, King, a while back. And he got me with these, used to every day. I see them. And every time, man, it just hit me. Like every single one. And that kind of marketing is very rare, but it's really powerful at the same time because it's so deeply emotional and personal, and
reminds me a lot about David D'Angelo. Like it just seems like his old emails where he would send, it was super fucking long.
Yeah.
You trying to read that whole thing, dude, because that whole thing was like, it was like damn, like I wanted to buy his products, but I was like a fucking
Yeah, I know what you mean. A lot of people have those great email. I think Elliot Hulse does a good job of that, or his team at least. He whoever writes his copy for him, I don't know if he does it himself, but whoever he hires, like, does a good job of targeting the insecure male, like, kind of guy who's, trying to step it up, very distracted, addicted to, porn. Like, he has his niche down, who he's helping, and and so it's easy for him to write ad copy because he has it down, like, who he's serving. So I would say, like, get really clear on, like, this person who, first of all, the person who likes your content, person who, this book would help, like what problem it would solve for what age. You said it's like your age range is around what, like 20s to 30s, you said, right?
To mid 30s.
Yeah. And is it mostly men?
It's mostly men.
Yeah. So yeah, you would go for like, I would say, like, bring the badass back to manifestation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bring the edge back to it. Like, cause it's all fluffy. It's like all these old women like, hi, I'm Barbara Freinfield, and I'm going to teach you how to manifest an egg out of your anus. Like, it's just like, You know,
Bruh.
it's so fluffy, you know, it's new age. It's very,
It is new age. It's very new age. That's the way you would describe it, new age.
and like a lot of people, they see that and they're like, oh man, one of these again, you know, one of these
I
Mind Valley
believe,
ads
man. I
again.
believe them. I fucking believe them, man. They look like they're living it. They live with their.
Yeah, some of them do. Yeah, that's true. But once you see it so many times, you get desensitized. You know, that's the thing. Like I get these Mind Valley things every day, and Vishen's like, let me tell you about reality bending. And he's like telling, like he's talking, and you're like, man, I know already, bro, what you're gonna say. Like, you know, it's about some masterclass, or it's about, you know.
Disappear. She has cured somebody from diabetes just by hypnotizing them. And then Marissa Peer comes on.
Straight up.
She's like walking by the beach, and she's like, change, we usually think it has to take many, many years, but we can do it in a matter of 10, 15 minutes, right?
Right.
And you know, that's basically how they go.
And some of those ads, they have like this, like, stop what you're doing, or please don't exercise, please don't, or like they'll like that's their pattern interrupt, you know, like they just tell you don't do something, and then that stops people. Or
How to lose weight and get fit while still maintaining eating the same garbage fucking piece of shit you put in your body.
yeah, you see, video ads are fun, man. I don't know if you want to do a video ad, but they're kind of fun to be able to play around with. But you know, if you want to just do an image, that'd be cool too. But like Sam Ovens, like, you know how he had this weird skull or something he was holding up, right, in his hand. That was a great pattern interrupt, where he's just holding this weird thing in his hand, and you're like, what is he doing? You know, that stopped me. It made me watch the video for longer. Or even Billie Jean, some of his ads do that too. But you know, where you're just like, what are they doing?
If you give me 60 seconds, I'll tell you exactly how. No.
Yeah.
Or he does the ones when he's walking through the building. That's where I first saw him. He was walking through his building, and he's like, here's the Xbox room. Here's the fucking meetings and da-da-da.
Bro, I saw this one ad where it was a Jay Shetty ad, but it was, this guy was making money off of Jay Shetty's clout, basically. So he was like, you're about to watch a Jay Shetty video, aren't you? And he's wearing a Jay Shetty t-shirt. He was on my interview program, and basically, and I was like, what, bro? Like, are you seriously stealing clout off the guy you interviewed for the ad on his video? I was like, God damn it, son. But yeah, there's lots of tactics, you know, you can take with this kind of
Stealing clout, bro.
stealing clout. Yeah. It's like if you had, like, let's say, you know, I don't know, who do you want? Like Tom Bilyeu. Like, let's say you had Tom Bilyeu on your podcast, right? And you wore a Tom Bilyeu t-shirt, and you were like, I know you guys are about to watch Tom Bilyeu's Impact Theory right now, but y'all better check out my book, because it's more lit than his.
The Jay Shetty read it, and that's why he has a show. Who said that?
I forgot the guy, dude. He was like a dude with like long hair and like a beard.
What wasn't it? Like, was it an ad?
It was an ad, yeah. There's a YouTube ad.
Oh, and he
For
talked
people-
to Jay Shetty and the people who click on Jay Shetty videos. Oh, gosh. Oh,
I was like,
damn. Oh, gosh. Oh, damn. Oh, man.
I know, bro.
Bro.
It's wild. It's wildin'.
Bro. There's something clever to take from it, though. There's something very clever. Like
there is, yeah.
His target audience, or who he at least wanted to target, and he said, the people that I want to target, they watch Jay Shetty videos, so I'm going to target Jay Shetty.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, man, he did it. He did it.
Son of a bitch, he did it. And like the fucking Jurassic Park.
Yeah. So for this, man, I would just think of like a guy, like he's trying to manifest. What do like middle-aged men want, right? They want to have better relationships. They want to have better health. They want better sex. They want better, you know, car insurance. I don't know, like probably like want better life situation overall. You know, a lot of guys are lying to themselves, I think, and they're in an unhappy marriage, or they're in
they're not owning the situation.
Right. There's not ownership. And that's where command respect comes in, It's that ownership.
So you gotta command your own respect, homies. But that was not working, to be honest. People are like, I'll respect both of them. Yeah, sure.
What?
Fucking lines.
What was the response?
Like if you say, I use the tagline that it's called command respect, because you gotta learn to command your own respect. You're not doing your own thing, what you say you're gonna do, what you want, and after it, then you're disrespecting yourself. You're lying to yourself and you're cheating yourself. And I guess people don't want to hear that.
Bro, that goes deep, man.
You're fucking cheating yourself, you shitty ass fucking human.
Yeah.
Like, your parents ruined you. You should have rolled down the side of your mom's leg.
That voice. Yeah.
Fucking
That's
all
funny,
of your
man.
generations, they all fucking screwed you. And like, goddamn, bro. I bet you're thinking about clicking on this ad. Well, don't, because you're gonna fucking lose in this fucking program. Even though I'm so fucking good, you're such a terrible fucking piece of shit.
Bro, have you seen that guy's?
And nobody can help you.
Have you seen that guy's
So shut
ads?
the fuck up and eat this fucking piece of shit, because that's what you deserve, to eat shit, because you're shit, and shit eats shit.
Bro, goddamn, that's meta as fuck, man. What you just said.
And you need to understand that if you ever come onto my fucking turf, just fucking keep
Sure.
going, just keep going, bro.
Bro, have you ever seen that guy, Wesley, $1 billion virgin? That guy. You seen his videos?
Oh, bro, $1 billion virgin.
Have you seen that? His last name is Virgin. He's not a virgin, but it's funny, like how he calls his middle name $1 billion, like. And he's like always in these cars, like probably rented, and he's like, this guy just made $1,000 off my program. And, I'm trying to contact him right now. Like his fake is, but it's quite dramatic, and it like stops you. Do you know what is in common with Cardi B, Kevin Hart, and all these people he's naming? They all meditate. So if you want this money manifestation, click on the link below right now, and you're going to get it. It's free, but the link is going to expire soon, motherfucker.
Bro, I'm about to go fucking hard with these fucking ads, dog. I'm about to go fucking hard.
So, Yemen.
Yemen? That's a country.
I was like, Yemen.
11?
Tibet. Yemen. Tibet. China.
Tibet, I
Start
can't
naming countries.
get food because I'm out of money. Tibet, I can't get you no food. Bro. I'm too smart. I'm too smart for this fucking podcast. You don't deserve me.
Let me see if I have any of my copy here.
Jeez,
Bro. I like to use the word bro because that's my target audience. I attract very spiritual bros, you know what I mean? Spirit bros. Let me see here. Okay, here. I think I have one. Okay, cool. Do you feel like you belong here? Or maybe you feel lost? Do you feel like quitting on things once you've started? Do you feel pressure to be seen a certain way? Like you're always putting on the social masks, like you have these bad habits ruling over you? That used to be me. You're not alone. Thousands of my clients have felt like this too. It's like you're stuck fighting to be seen and validated just for being human. Growing up, I felt this intense pressure of cultural and social conditioning. I didn't take the ordinary route, that's for sure. I used to love escaping the present moment. In fact, I was an absolute expert in it. I used to claim and preach spirituality, but I never felt the depth of it. There was kind of a misalignment. I remember dodging problems, exaggerating and fabricating stories, and sinking into a bone-chillingly low depression and anxiety, not stepping into my true power. It wasn't until I finally started to delve into my own mind where I started to get some of my honor and power back. So my advice to you is this. Don't listen to conventional wisdom. Find the tigers amongst the sheep. Seriously. Gravitate towards your own vision, your truth, and empowerment and greatness. If you follow the sheep, they'll just tell you the same old copy-paste advice. Trust your own heart, bro. Nobody knows you better than yourself. If it's finally time for you to do some soul searching, fantastic, but make it count for something. Double down on your charisma and strength. Having powerful mentorship has helped me to step into different paradigms and new perspectives and save me years from my learning curve. If you at all resonate with any of this, shoot me a message now. I'm taking flow leaders of the world on a 7-week journey called Mojo Metamorphosis. Let's take you from low to flow pronto. If you're ready, you'll know. Let's have you stand in your own power so you live from your head and your heart. Much love. S. Or I sometimes like to do talk soon. S. Well, you should check out this guy. Can I share my screen actually? Mm-hmm. 1 second. I'll share this guy. Oh man, I have low battery actually.
I was gonna say, gotta go soon.
Okay, wait 1 sec. Share screen. Oh, you gotta give me permission, bro.
Okay, go.
So I would highly recommend that you guys check this guy out. I don't know if you know him. If you heard of Jason Capital, he's the guy that kind of like is related to Jason Capital in a way. I think he might have helped him with his copy. So this is his Instagram. His name is Ryan McGinn, right? I'm not even following this guy, damn. But yeah, it's just like he makes a lot of video content. Like his stuff is like helping people through video and like selling like social media. But a lot of his ads are very interesting. I've got to go back to his old stuff. He had some text ads there too, but he shows a lot of his family, right? All this kind of stuff too. So you kind of learn to trust him. Let's try this one. I don't know. Hi, my name is Ryan McGinn. I recently changed my profile picture, so I take a moment to reintroduce myself. And then he goes into what he loves, who he is. I don't know if this is a good one.
That's cool though. That's a good idea for posting though. If you change it.
Yeah, you guys can get a lot of great ideas from him because I've gone through some of his posts and yes, I said free. You should grab it now. Here's why. I don't know. This powers the algorithm. Last night, I posted a new IGTV watch time. It's funny. Watch time is probably the least talked about subject when it comes to growing followings. But in my opinion, it's the most important. So he actually teaches people to do this stuff, but he's doing it through what he's doing.
It's entertaining because you go back to the top, and he says he scrolled to the top of the picture of the copy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The powers of the
this powers the algorithm.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
He stepped into it like if the person already had the question in their mind. And he said,
yeah.
And then he says where you can find it, right? But then he tells you.
Yeah.
It's
if your videos don't, yeah, he's like, if your videos don't get watched, a few things happen. And he explains it.
Well, I will say, like, to the part at the top, he says it's funny. And you're like, oh, I want to watch a funny video that's knowledgeable. It's entertaining. I can watch that. I can sit and watch that. If it's boring, right. I don't want to watch it. Right?
Yeah. Because none of it matters if your content is shit. If you want to know how to effortlessly edit into good content, hit the link and grab the trial. I love this. Talk soon, bro. I got that from him, man. I love that shit because it's like you're building a relationship with the people, you know? But yeah, he has a lot of good ones. So if you just look through his page, you know, you guys might get some copy ideas because they're really legit.
He only got 83 likes in that pic, bro. 85. He's got 11K. Is he real or not? Let me see. Go to it's 2009 as well. It's a year ago. Let me see. Is he real? Go to the top. Hello. Jeez. Well, guys, it looked like Soom's thing died. So I'm just gonna say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this episode and you took out a lot of great information that will help you on your entrepreneurial journey of becoming an independent, self-sustaining man, a self-sustaining person, a self-sustaining being.
If you would like to contact Sumedh for peak performance coaching, go to @FlowZone Academy on Instagram. That's FLOZONE Academy. If you would like to connect to your higher self, contact Ivan at odd.resilience. That's ODD.resilience. Also, make sure you follow the Better Man podcast on Instagram. See you next time.